That's some
Pat, you were
Defend
being slandered by Jose.
yeah, that was some slander right there.
Oh, slandered by the filthy illegal alien, of course.
Hey, Opa.
Yep. Well, hold on. That actually proves his case further, because that means Jose at some point touched the water. I don't know about you, Patrick. That's the point he was getting at.
I just got out of the shower. Fuck you, bastard. Also, I'm sorry. I'm not the former Smash player. I don't want to hear that. I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Just saying.
Pat, don't you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
Really, actually.
Oh, whoa!
Wait. Sorry. Don't you also play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I think we all do.
shit.
Don't you actually currently play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Shit, I'm playing
Man,
Yu-Gi-Oh right now as we speak.
That's
Jose,
crazy.
I think you're getting cooked.
No, I'm trolling.
No?
Y'all want to look at the
Of
pile of
course.
shit that I'm playing? Look at
Melee?
this garbage.
Damn, he said Melee.
Keep this garbage. Literally just garbage pile.
Hold on. It has loaded. Yeah, that does just look like what the fuck?
Ah,
And there was a
Totally fine.
reason why I'm playing this, and I could explain it in a bit. I
You
know
have a
this is ass.
Sangan? You have a
That is
Sangan
Sangan.
in here?
Yes,
Funny rescue rabbit.
this
Fucking
is
rescue
this is the
rabbit?
most broken card I've seen in forever. This is crazy.
Dippity.
All right, hold on. Let me zoom in.
It is a normal monster light fiend.
Wait.
Level 400.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the light fiend.
It's the typing that's crazy. The light feed. Wait, hold on. What are you doing with that light feed, dog? What are you trying to do with that?
I guess pull
He's
over.
doing Fiend Smith shenanigans.
No, hold up. Peep that full extra deck. This is for a sealed challenge my friends and I are doing with cards we have just in our bulk.
Oh god.
And this is Fiend Illusion Chimera pile, I guess. I don't know. It's got some labyrinth in there. It's got some like Chimera stuff, and then whatever the fuck
I'm seeing
Fiend or
fake
Illusion stuff I could find.
Archfiend cards. I'm seeing fucking Fiend Smith. I'm seeing fucking like everything, dude. What the hell?
This is just garbage pile. My friend thinks this is too strong for our format. I'm like, dog, I don't think so.
That's crazy.
For context, he's gonna be playing the what's called like the legendary duelist decks and stuff, the Knights of Atlantis or whatever the fuck that deck is.
Wait, he's playing Atlanteans and he thinks this is too
No,
strong?
not Atlanteans, like the anime one with like the Eye of Timaeus and those dudes.
Oh, okay, alright.
He's playing that and he's complaining that this is too strong.
Yeah, he's playing. Not is complaining. This is too strong. That's crazy.
And I'm like, dog, this not my end board is like sometimes Metal Zoa. Base case scenario, it's like Metal Zoa with like Mirror Force or like Guardian Chimera, and that's it. And I'm like,
Hey, look,
what do you mean?
I will say Guardian Chimera is a crazy card. Are you summoning on your turn or your opponent's turn?
I could maybe do it during their turn, but for the most part, it's during my turn.
Okay. Yeah, Guardian Chimera is not that crazy.
The only Fiendsmith engine I have is fucking Fiendsmith Engraver, some random light fiends, and then this card that just gets me an extra body. It doesn't even do anything.
Fair. Bro doesn't have a super poly. Fuck. Sad.
I do have Super
Yeah,
Poly. I just didn't feel it. He was complaining that it'd be too strong if I had Super Poly. I was like, dude, the fuck am I gonna Super Poly into?
Little
Like,
one.
Three targets.
Wait, how you like?
You have 3 fucking targets for that card. The only really good one is Guardian Chimera.
Yeah, I was like, the 1-up Super Poly that I have to discard. I'm like, what are you talking about? Garbage.
That's crazy. Your friend's kind of sucks. Just be glad Horse isn't playing with y'all. He'd pull with some actual bullshit.
Well, this is like a simple format that we're doing. It's you have to pull cards from sealed, and then we ban hand traps.
I don't care. He'd pull up with some shit that's gonna shit on you.
Well, that's how I started doing White Forest. I started with the shitty garbage ass Dark Magician deck, and then it turned into White Forest. Crazy shit. And I did Dinos most recently when we did our another one. Or I was playing what's it called, Supreme King Zark or whatever the fuck it's called.
Dark?
Zark. It's from like Zexal, I think. And then our other friend was playing Zombie World, or the zombie like control structure deck.
All right. So, where did we last leave off? In Mr. Pokemon's mansion.
We last left off. We met up
We
with
just
Steven.
slapped Mr. Pokemon's Pokemon and said Pokemon are bad, smile.
What?
What?
That's true. The party did die instantly to his level 100 Arcanine.
Oh
My
god.
bad.
Yeah, my fault. We got to start over. All
It
right.
used return. The entire party was KO'd immediately.
No, but
He spoils that dog.
we were talking. We had found Steven again. Talked to him for a while about the reproductive cycle of Gengars. Because
Mhm.
how the fuck does a ghost have a dick and balls?
It's the tail spike we landed on.
That's right.
Yeah, yes, and Haunter, explained. Yeah, apparently they do have dick and balls, and we were wondering how that works. But Brock's dad got annoyed with the conversation and left because he's not based in real. It's fucking
That's right.
As if
bitch.
he's never bred.
He's a cuck.
Yeah, and then we conversed with Steven for a little bit, and some ace trainers tried to read Troy's mind, and we stopped him. We stopped him before everything collapsed, and we were in a.
What happened?
Why are y'all saying the name Steven?
Did I? Am I mistaking something? No. Sorry, Clear. We were talking to Clear.
Yeah.
Why did I think we were talking? Why did I say Steven? I don't know why I said Steven. We were talking to Clear. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yes, while we were talking to Clear, one of the ace trainers that was in the room got suspicious of us and tried to read Troy's
For
mind.
no reason.
For no reason at all.
No reason that we can discern. He got suspicious and tried to read Troy's mind. And me and Matt had to work together to block that shit, or else we were fucked. We managed though. And then we met Opal. And Jose had a meaningful conversation with her, I guess. I don't know. I don't really understand the gobbledygook they speak.
I'm pretty sure he got her Pokegear number.
Yes, he did. Indeed.
I got the Gil's phone number. Let's go.
On a serious note, we did get a little lore dump about about the Galar region. Got a little small lore dump. Jose got she appraised him a little. I was like, oh, okay, you should call me and talk more about your experiences here in Kanto. And he got our Pokegear number. And then Clear apparently had some news for us and we cut out because it was some serious dramatic shit. And our DM likes being serious and dramatic when it suits him.
That's right. Also, we didn't really cover this last time. Johnny T and the young lad. What was the young lad's name? I gave that to y'all as a vote, right?
You didn't give it to us as a vote. We just had it written down somewhere. Someone has that written down.
Yeah.
Where is it?
The Felix?
Yeah,
there you go. Big shit, Felix.
Felix.
Pretty sure at what point of the session did they leave y'all and head off? Pretty early on, right?
I think they head off after we stopped to for our people to learn Mega Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They dipped off during that.
Good. Okay. Because I have some stuff written down for them. Okay. So we ended off with Clear saying he had some important news for y'all, right?
Correct.
Okay. So y'all are still sitting at the dining room table.
Correct.
Once again, there's a door to the back that leads to the back part of the mansion's grounds. Which again, it circles around this main part of the mansion that's inside the castle walls. Y'all passed a Pokemon salon and another large stone building. As y'all first came in here, y'all also talked to a security guard through a door knocker that had eye cameras in it. Currently, y'all are in the dining room. Clear's plate has been taken away by one of the servants in the mansion. Y'all can hear a lot of chatter from upstairs, so you can tell that the vast majority of the party is upstairs. He is currently looking at y'all, and he brings up. Okay, let me get in character. Mr. Pokemon. Well, not Mr. Pokemon directly. His voice gets a little more quiet. Someone within the Pokemon fan club here in Vermilion is suspected of being a smuggler. Specifically, they're suspected of smuggling Hoenn Pokemon into and out of Kanto.
Invasive species?
Yes. Although these ones aren't being released. We suspect that they're being shipped into some warehouses into Vermilion City and being kept there due to the hubbub of the various festivities that are going to be happening the next few days. We think that they're having quite a bit of ease logging all their new inventory in.
Okay.
Now, I bring this up to you because, well,
We've
as
caught,
what's up?
we've caught some of them.
Yeah, y'all. It's not exactly a secret that y'all did kind of accidentally stumble onto a warehouse once again filled to the brim with Hoenn Pokemon that were smuggled in. He looks over y'all and says, "So, y'all aren't ace trainers, so I can't draft all of you or anything like that. I can't just deputize you and make you do this. But if you find any Hoenn Pokemon that are not clearly registered or that Mr. Pokemon doesn't recognize at all during your stay in Vermilion, he slides a number written on a small piece of cardstock across the table. It's a Pokegear number. He taps it. He taps it 3 times, and he's like, "Call this number. They will handle the investigating. Just make sure you don't give them a bunch of false alarms. For every Pokemon that you identify, either using if your Pokegear's camera function or anything of the sort, if it comes back as a Pokemon that's clearly been imported without going through customs, you'll make $5,000 for each one."
Oh,
Because Mr. Pokemon, for most of today and leading into tonight and even into the wee hours of the morning, is going to be having all sorts of his guests come forth with their Pokemon. You can already hear some of them upstairs chatting away about, "Oh no, my Growlithe is the prettiest," and all that other trash. I don't mind the party, but a lot of the people who come here are hoity-toity rich types because they can really afford to have their Pokemon groomed every single week. But my main concern is this. It's not even necessarily the trafficking nature of it. It's the fact that it's being most likely done in Vermilion because Vermilion just has the biggest port. Most of the other cities don't even have ports. Pallet Town is a glorified village that most ships can't even land at. And, Cerulean, rocky cliffs, the vast majority of ships just coming through Vermilion. We do have the occasional smuggling problem coming over from Johto, but most people aren't willing to climb over Mount Silver, so that makes policing that sort of area a little bit easier. The reason I'm telling all of you this is because you've gotten involved with some stuff, and, well, I was asked by Mr. Pokemon, because Mr. Pokemon was approached by ace trainers that work for the Pokemon League to look into this, and his compliance was expected. he asked quite a few of the party attendees yesterday about if we knew anyone who could look into that sort of thing for him or handle it for him. And well, I didn't drop your name immediately because I didn't know if y'all wanted to handle this, but well, I'm giving you the option now. I'm going to be far too busy to deal with this. I believe come 3 days, I will be leaving Vermilion entirely, and I'll be heading over to Johto to handle some family issues. Yeah, just let me know if you're interested. If you want any more information, this is a strictly need-to-know basis. So if you want more details, you would have to accept. It's up to you.
I take a look around at the rest of the party, and I'm just like, yeah.
I don't
Like,
see why not.
Also, I don't see why not. Yeah.
We've been in worse. We've gotten involved. In
like I look at Matt, and you know, like when you rub your thumb against your finger, like it's a sign.
Yeah.
I look at Matt and I do that sign below the table. I smell an opportunity for hell no.
A little investment.
I'm just saying, out of character. I'm saying, we find another warehouse, we're rich. That happens again. We make so much money.
Yeah. Yeah, if you find a warehouse and then just take pictures of everything, I mean, that would kind of break the campaign.
It's okay.
There were like 30 bonds the last time we saw one of those. Brother, they would have to pay us $150,000 Poké based on just that.
I mean, that's not a crazy amount.
Yeah, not like an insane amount. This is a lot.
We do already have a lot of money, Pat.
Yeah, we do. We're not exactly short on cash either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all accept.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we will accept. I think the group is so we will do this.
He's like, all right. So there are 3 main warehouses in Vermilion City itself that we suspect. They're right next to the southmost warehouse on the port. You can't miss them. The southmost warehouse is this rusty old thing. No one really uses it. We have lights on top of it to warn incoming ships because we can't build a lighthouse right up there. The lighthouse is on the other side of the port. But right next to it are 3 much more, I don't want to say pristine. They're nowhere near as rusty as that last southmost warehouse. They're all right next to each other. Big old buildings, just ugly, rectangular, metal-clad buildings. You can't miss them. They can't be anything. They're clearly a warehouse. Can't be anything but. I would say they're each spaced like, I want to say 15 feet apart. And they're somewhat separated off from the rest of the warehouses. So you'll know them immediately when you see them. They're right next to the sea. Now, the main problem is that this isn't being done. So we suspect that Pokemon are just being brought in through shipping containers, specifically in Pokeballs or, because it's a Pokeball, you can shrink it down, you can hide it almost anywhere. So the problem is it's not as simple as just finding a large shipping container filled with wild Pokemon. But the reason we've been able to narrow it down to what we think, you notice he keeps saying we. What we think are 3 warehouses. But we don't really have any sort of proper search warrant. There's simply people going in and not coming out. Now, due to the fact that this is a citywide holiday, most of the courts are not currently doing any paperwork, so warrants aren't really being issued at this moment. If the Pokemon League really wanted to, they could just bring down the hammer, but we don't want to charge in and make arrests. We just want pictures and proof.
So when you like eventually pauses again,
Yeah.
I will ask you, when you say we, do you just mean like other ace trainers, or who else is like super involved?
He looks at you and says, "This is mostly an ace trainer operation. Lieutenant Surge is..." He looks over at Troy. Lieutenant Surge is not being brought in on this due to the fact that this is currently a problem happening in his city that he hasn't yet handled. There are whispers amongst some of the ranks that he might not want it to be handled or go away.
So
I'm like, what's the hard limit on collateral damage before we don't get paid anymore?
Don't kill any Pokemon. Don't kill any people. Don't go running around saying we were hired by the leagues. Reach for the skies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are very simple terms. I think we can all handle that. I don't think any of us plan on violating any of those anyway.
I don't think we've done that. Not that we would.
If the warehouses are damaged, that doesn't matter at all because they can be easily repaired.
It's crazy suspicious to be like, I don't think I've killed any Pokemon or people.
Yeah. Now, we don't know if Troy can say that, but you definitely can.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Troy, you're 17 Pokemon homeless. What's up?
I don't know what you're talking about. That whole network of wonderful trees that happened over there. Oh, sorry, this is out of.
You know nothing about the 15 anchors? No.
Nor the burning tree. You know what they say.
The what? Strange.
Yeah, truly strange.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at all of you, and once again, he slides the Pokegear number over.
Okay.
He gets up and says, "I'll probably be seeing y'all later tonight at the party. If you do see me, you didn't." And he gets up and he doesn't walk through the back door where Flint and Opal left. Instead, let me look at my maps.
Just gonna save the Pokegear number as snitch number in my.
Yeah. He exited. Okay. He exits to y'all's right into what looks like a large rectangular room through a small, somewhat ornate-looking wooden door with a crystal knob. He just walks out and waves at y'all and says, "Ask the staff if you want anything to eat. The soup is really good," and then just leaves.
Yeah, but I give him a thumbs up as he leaves.
Yeah.
I take the Pokegear number and I also save it. And I save it under the contact mom. Yep. Because no one will ever suspect that that's actually a Fed number.
That's right.
Now if I'd saved it,
have it saved as snitching number. I show it to you.
Yeah.
I show him what I said. Yeah, I saved it as this. No one will ever suspect it. Now if I saved it as dad, on the other hand, people would see that and go, "There's no way."
That's
Your
crazy.
mom and dad saved as.
Huh?
We have your mom and dad saved as.
Matt,
Mm-hmm.
you realize we went to Lavender Town.
Yeah.
I didn't see either of those people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think that is?
You know, maybe they're Pokemon trainers too.
Yeah, just like Ash and
You know, I'm gonna let you make
That's a pretty uncommon in this world.
it. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey, you can't tell Matt. You can't tell Matt he's wrong.
I didn't say it was wrong. I didn't. I just said, you know what? You're right. You could have been right. That's a decent guess. Sure. So Getting off that topic. Yeah, no, guys, we find see a warehouse again. We make so much money. Actually, what the fuck? Jesus.
So
Three fucking flush of cash. You said there were three? Three. By my calculations, it's like
I turn off the shutter noise on my Poke game.
like at least $500,000, right? Yeah.
You can't. You're all in Japan. You can't turn off the shutter noise. Aha.
No.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's Korea.
No, it's Japan too.
Yeah,
I'm messing with y'all. You can turn off the shutter sound.
Yeah, we
You can turn off. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Korea that's that. But yeah.
It's a lot of countries.
Oh, that has the you can't turn off the shutter noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about why they. We're not gonna talk about why they have that rule. We're not gonna talk about that. I think Japan also had that rule for a while.
Yeah. I think they still might. But yeah.
I can talk about why they have that rule. But yeah, we're
All right. So y'all are still in the dining room. The smell of what appears to be actually Jose's character would recognize this smell. The smell of Electros being cut and served and grilled alongside Magikarp and chips.
Oh, let's go.
This is going to be fish and chips in every session from here on.
Yep.
Maggie Carp and chips.
So that's coming from the kitchen to the right where Clear just left to. There's also, again, a door to the left where you haven't been before. Door in front of y'all leading out the back. That's where Flint and Opal went. That leads back into the open grounds. And then behind y'all is the entrance. There were two other doors in that room as well. And the security guard is probably still there. The mansion as a whole, the walls are like a sort, not exactly a pastel pink, more of a weird salmon color in this room. There are once again paintings hanging featuring all sorts of Pokemon. Like the wall to y'all's left is just covered in very, very meticulous, photorealistic style paintings of people's Pokemon, and the trainers pose next to them. Some of the less photorealistic paintings are like really old paintings of people who probably aren't around anymore. And the left wall is just covered in them.
Whoa, that's I'm looking around the room and just seeing all the different mons, some of which I don't recognize like at all.
Yeah.
That's weird. Wonder what that is.
Like 50% of them are from like Kanto, but there's just a lot of these that you might not recognize at all. On the other hand, Jose probably doesn't recognize any of the Kanto ones, barring a few. But there is more than one painting of a Toxapex.
Toxapex, what is that? Actually, I have very big knowledge of an Alola. So
yeah. There's also that's why I brought it up. There's also what looks like so it looks kind of like Felix, but it clearly can't be him because this painting is very old. It's a young boy with gold hair, silver eyes, and he has a little Cursula next to him. Extremely old looking. All right, what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to just
That's in this room right now, or
that's in this room. This is the dining room.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The dining room, once again, it's like it's not a very long rectangular room. Instead, it's more of a boxed in kind of location. I want to say it's like about 30 by 30 feet. Y'all are sitting at one very long table that has been set out. Where do y'all want to go? Y'all want to go into the kitchen, left, right, forward, back, outside.
I'd like to go deeper in and try to catch Professor Oak.
Yeah, I want that.
That would
You'd like
show
to? God, you want to catch up with Professor Oak?
Yeah, talk to him
Okay.
about Bill, about the Pokedex and all that.
The Pokedex.
Mhm.
What Pokedex do you speak of?
Would he
I
have
mean,
made it
he's a
by this?
Pokemon professor. He'll just know about Pokemon. It'll be worthwhile to talk to him for a few reasons.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right. So, in that case, you just want to head deeper into the mansion?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we probably should go congregate where there are more party guests. Probably.
In that case, y'all do hear some sound coming from the room to the left. There's a ornate wooden door, not too dissimilar to the one Clear exited through. But instead of being on the right, it's on the left side. It's close to the back wall. You hear what sound like the cries of Pokemon coming from that room.
You know, when I hear this, do they sound familiar at all, or is it just like a cacophony of noise?
Let's see. You don't recognize the Pokemon making the cry.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, curious. I'm opening that door.
All right. You open the door into a room not too dissimilar from the one you just exited. Salmon color painted walls, but this one has quite a bit of rug on the floor. Very lots of arabesque, old school green, black, and yellow colors all upon the floor. On the east wall is a stone die of like 3 steps, and atop that step is a series of wooden chairs. There appears to be a sort of podium with a microphone attached to it. There are 2 smaller chairs sat on the next step down. Again, this is all on the wall that is directly furthest away from y'all. The die itself is like 6 feet wide and like 5 feet deep. And all the chairs stand along the back of the wall. The north and south walls are hung with tapestries of people using Pokemon to hunt other Pokemon. There's quite a few on the tapestries on the walls. There's quite a few depictions of people like riding Rapidash and hunting what look like Tauros. Currently, there is only one other person in this room. Next to them, they are wearing what looks like black jeans and a leather jacket. They have long red hair, not anime red hair, but like ginger hair. Their back is to you, and they are looking up at and petting a Pokemon that is not one you've ever seen before, at least to my knowledge. It has a small ghost-like body with what looks like a necklace around its neck, large eyes, and what looks like hair flowing behind it. And the entire Pokemon is a grayish color.
It's a grayish color.
Grayish color.
Last I checked, it was grayish. Yeah,
Sorry.
a grayish blue.
The gray has a. I'm trying to. Sorry.
It has large. It's got like what looks like a red necklace and large yellow and red eyes. Its torso looks like a little blanket almost.
I think something's coming to mind, but I'm not. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
It's from Johto.
Say it one more time.
Okay, a Pokemon from Johto,
Yes.
floating in the air, barely bigger than a human torso, if even that. Its chest, its body that is separate from the head, or at least divided by a red set of stones that look like a necklace, is a strange blanket-like body, very small, with a head that's even larger, yellow and red eyes, and what looks like hair growing out from its head with small red tufts at the end.
The problem is that I'm stuck on Jinx.
It's not Jinx. Jinx can't float. And it is not. And this is smaller than Jinx. Okay, no one could guess.
Nope.
It's a Mischievous.
Okay,
Oh,
no, I
yes,
thought that.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought that's what you might have been describing, and then you said grayish blue, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was like,
wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a grayish blue or a greenish blue in most paintings.
I was thinking of Mischievous.
Oh,
I was like, no, that's purple.
That's what I was thinking. Mischievous.
You mean Miss Magius? It's evolved
Miss
form? That's
Magius.
purple.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I was thinking of the evolved form. Yeah.
But yeah, the cries from that were coming from this room were from this Pokemon. If y'all want, y'all can eavesdrop on what the trainer is saying to it. They are standing. They did not hear y'all enter. They are closer to the back of the room, next to another door.
Okay.
I've got nothing in listening, but I'll give it a shot.
I got nothing in this thing as well, but I will give it a shot.
All right.
3 out of 2.
Go ahead and roll. And then describe how you're trying to do it. You just gonna walk closer? What are we doing?
3 out of 3.
I say
Matt?
1 out of.
You know what?
I
It's
think.
we're like in the doorway.
Hello?
I'm just thinking of like a cartoon. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
peeking
hold on.
my
My
head out
speaker's
the
broke. I need to
door.
exit. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What did you roll, Matt?
3 out of 2.
3 out of 2. How were you trying to listen in?
Poking my head out the door.
I would.
So you're not even fully in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, so I don't have anything listening. No, I do have.
What?
I have silent movement, and I got a -1.
Okay.
So I'm just
So
sneaking
yeah,
into.
I got 0 out of 3.
that's perfectly fine.
Silent movement, but I have nothing in hearing.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think me and
Okay.
Pat are just right beside, like on the edges of the doors.
Mhm.
You see Matt just like, what's it called? Like Scooby Doo, just head out, pokes out, looks directly inside.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
There you go.
Hey, yo, same. Let's go, gang.
All right. What are you rolling, Jose? Are you just along for the ride?
No, I rolled. I rolled a 1.
Okay. So how many people rolled successes by rolling under their stat?
2.
We got Patrick.
Everyone but me, I believe.
Oh, everyone but you. Okay. So this trainer, and you can tell it's a woman, or it's the dude with the world's most feminine voice. No, it's a woman. Is petting her mistress's hair, and is saying, and says, "All right, fuck, what was the Pokemon's name? I had a name for this mistress. Now I remember. All right, all right, Dewdrop. I hope you're happy with your new name. Mr. Pokemon said that this would be an excellent name for you, and that, admittedly, while Killer was a great name that I came up with when I was 13, probably for the best that we aren't calling you that in public anymore. Remember, Mr. Pokemon will rate your Pokemon.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
As soon as I hear that, I'm creeping right back out of the room. Not good. I look back at the other two, and I go. I do like a throat cut mission, like an abort mission.
That's a nice ghost type you got there.
I walk away.
Oh god!
I walk away.
No, you can't take it back.
Oh, I'm the only one who didn't hear what she said. I'm walking in.
That's right.
A fellow ghost type trainer, I'd love to meet her.
I'll kill him
She
with my
turns around. She has keen eyes. but her eyes look like they're like shell shocked, like they're permanently wide.
Mhm.
She has like just large bags under them as well. She's like, "You also like ghost type Pokemon?"
Oh, yeah. You want it working over. You know what, Matt? You got it, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah.
All right,
also
Matt.
know
It's
Zoro.
time. It's time to use that Hex Maniac Riz. Let's go.
Picture shake.
I also have bags under my eyes.
Shoot your shot,
Oh shit!
cousin.
That's right. He's just store brand Piers. I forgot.
Picture shaking. I guess.
Shoot your shot, dude. Shoot your shot.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, Matt. What's your
The
Riz?
funniest
How you gonna
part
Riz her up?
is I was genuinely tuned out, and I don't know what she said. So this is going good.
He said, "Oh,
Cheat you with the you like ghost Pokemon too?
No, like when you were listening in, but yeah.
oh, great. No, don't
Yeah.
tell him. Let it be in
Mhm.
character."
I don't need to know. I don't want to know.
Nope.
Yeah, I sent out my Zoroark.
All right. The mischievous immediately starts running in circles around Kit, trying to get him to chase her.
I mean, he was playful as a Zoroark, I
He,
suppose.
he was playful as a Zora, but they have a slight bit of a personality change when they evolve. Remember?
They
Yeah,
do.
that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know.
He does eye up the mischievous, but it's not in the sense of wanting to play. It's in the sense of like the way a greyhound looks at the bait that they chase around the track.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of twitches a little bit as he keeps tracking the mischievous's movements.
Bro. Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, look, they're getting along."
Kid starts honing his claws.
Yeah.
Hey, I lean over to Troy because he's stuck into this room with me. Hey, Troy,
Yeah.
did those Pokemon die? Did that happen? Is
I
that a
have
thing?
no idea. You could ask the Ghost Master. That'll be pretty
I
cool.
think he's a little.
I think I'll just nudge him and be like, play nice.
No, I'm be honest. I don't expect him to answer honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if he answer honestly.
I don't even know if he knows the answer.
Yeah, that also.
Or it could be talking out of his ass. Who knows? Who knows?
He approaches you and says, "Wait, I recognize some of you. Did you battle Misty?"
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
we did.
Me and Pat did a double team, I believe.
How did you know that?
Wait. She looks to you and says, "All gym battles of a certain badge rank or higher are televised. Well, televised is not the correct word, but anyone who's willing to pay the Pokemon League can access their video archives, and some of them are broadcasted live. That's the reason why they have those announcers. It's not just for the crowd. It's so that the people watching on their Pokegears or on their computers can like just understand what's happening and hear."
You're kind of behind me, so I'm just gonna do a thumbs up behind my back.
Yeah, real. You got it.
That's
right.
crazy.
She's like, your ability to sync up with your teammate was very, very impressive. Usually, when it's a double battle, the trainer who is throwing out two Pokemon is actually the one who's at the advantage, just because they don't need to worry about how their Pokemon syncs up with someone else's. It's just two of their own Pokemon. It was very impressive how y'all won.
I mean, yeah,
we up a lot actually.
Friends. We're on a very similar wavelength.
Yeah.
But I gotta.
He's from Lavender. I'm a ghost specialist.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I gotta say, my boy Matt here is. He's a pretty good trainer. On top
I'm
of
making a rain team.
What did Jose say?
I'm making a rain team for doubles.
A raid team.
Rain.
Our edges of
A rain
the
team.
party.
Like I'm
You're-
just gonna get a Polytoad eventually.
God,
Mhm.
Very
Let
good.
him gonna rain dance.
rain dance.
And then I might have a Caesar eventually. It's gonna go crazy.
Also,
She approaches you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if anybody got my joke when I said Matt's a quick thinker. Bro has the vaunted lightning reflexes. Quick
She
thinker.
approaches you, and y'all notice she hasn't blinked once during this conversation. She's like, "What gym battle do you think you're going to do next?"
Oh,
We gotta do surges now.
I mean, yeah, we'll probably battle Search since we're in the area.
Hmm.
He's likely next out.
My teacher's pretty.
She nods and says, "Yeah, a lot of people, even ones from Vermilion, don't take Surge for their first badge. He doesn't go as easy on the new trainers as most other gym leaders do." Are y'all from
Yeah.
Vermilion?
They pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
Are y'all from Vermilion?
I am.
No, I'm not. I'm actually from Lavender Town, a little further up. But I've also heard word about Lieutenant Surge not being like an easy person to battle at all. Pretty intense guy. I've heard.
She nods her head. She's like, "Yeah, my first batch was Sabrina. Even she goes easier on people than Surge does."
How was that? I've been looking to try
Miss
to
Reaver.
talk with
A nice
that particularly gym leader.
Y'all were both talking over each other. Matt, what did you say? And then Patrick.
I'm sure Miss Drevis was helpful.
Yeah. All right, Patrick, what did you say?
I was saying, how was that? I've been planning to talk to that particular gym leader actually.
She looks at you and she pauses for a moment and says, "It was interesting. It was not what you would normally expect from a Pokemon battle. I will say, her Pokemon evolving mid battle made it a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be."
Oh,
Oh no.
damn. Man, you don't encounter that every day. Ugh. That must have been tough to deal with.
Oh no.
He's like, "Yeah, it was difficult. It was nothing that Litwick and Mischievous and my Mischievous Dewdrop couldn't handle."
I
So
hear
you're
you.
taking the going for Surge for your second gym then?
No, I already beat Third. He does have a team for 2-batch Pokemon. He usually just sends out like a Voltorb, but he doesn't usually have them start using stuff like self-destruct until like people that have more than 4 badges come at him. I think the league asked him to stop using that move.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah. Self-destruct.
Yeah.
Yeah. You learned the hard way. I learned the hard way.
What am I saying?
She nods and she's like, "Oh, I think I recognize you." What were we gonna say, Patrick?
I'm sorry, it's fucked up because there was a notification for a magic spoiler that was self-destruct.
Yay.
No.
Oh no.
No.
But no, I was just gonna say earlier when she said the name Litwick, I just kind of looked a little confused, like what the fuck is that? She's talking about.
She's like, "Oh, Litwick is it's a Pokemon from Unova. It's a little ghost type. He looks like a little candle. He's asleep in his Pokeball right now, but he just looks like a little candle. He's a fire ghost type. My family actually catches and raises ghost type Pokemon, and then donates them to one of the professors in Unova to hand out as starters to some of the less affluent kids that are starting out."
Pretty nice. And then God.
Y'all realize that you haven't asked for her name yet.
Yeah, no. I was kind of letting Matt do that. You got it.
Matt, you have the ultimate wingman right here. You got to step up to the plate.
You got it, bro. I'm giving you all the. I'm letting you get go.
I just heard Dewdrop and I realized I hadn't asked her name.
Yep.
So be like, I'll look at Dewdrop and be like, Dewdrop, huh? Oh my
He's
god,
like,
I haven't even asked. What's your name?
my name's Esmeralda. And as she says her name, she smiles a little bit, and she's got like a little bit of a gap in her two front teeth. And as she says her name, her Pokemon immediately goes still, and so does Kit. And then her Mischievous floats back over to her at the sound of her trainer's name being said. For some reason, Dewdrop the Mischievous responds more to her trainer's name than her own.
Can I detect
You
any ghost powers or?
Yeah, you can roll Ghost Power to see what you detect.
Okay. That'll be a -1 out of 4.
A negative 1 out of 4. That's fine. I think I'm gonna have to redo how skills work in this game. I will keep the stats the same.
You can just
But
point a gun at me and make me redo mine.
no. I think I might end up doing a World of Darkness thing where it just each skill point lets you throw out additional die, but you're still trying to roll under the stat. Maybe that would work. I did want to experiment with that. But for now, we'll just keep doing this. This is fine. So you notice that the same sort of ethereal, ghostly energy that hangs over Dewdrop. You know, it's not really a color per se, but it has a different sort of hue to it than Kit's does. But you notice when you look at Esmeralda, there's a specific spot on her chest, a little below her neck, and a little bit to the right, where you can see that same exact aura.
It's like
And
where
it just
her
kind of.
heart is.
Oh well, no, because your heart's usually isn't your heart on the right or the left side of your chest?
Side.
Left.
Right hand on your heart and so left.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is on the right. This is on her right, so not where a normal person's heart would be or anything like that. And it kind of wavers in and out, and it grows strong as the Mistress's grows strong as well. She does not seem to react to you looking at her with her ghost powers. So either she's playing dumb or she doesn't have any herself.
I see.
Interesting.
She looks to the lot of you, and she looks in the back and spots Jose and says, "Oh, hello. I didn't see you back
Hello.
then."
I'm chilling, mate.
Do you have any? Do y'all have any Pokemon out, Jose?
I have my Meryl out who's in my hands right now.
You have your
Who's
Meryl
on?
in your hands.
Yeah. I'm just carrying Bo around right now.
She's like, "Oh my goodness, your Pokemon's adorable," and
Aw,
she
thank you.
immediately barrels over, not Matt, but everyone else in her attempt to get over to your Meryl and pet it.
damn.
Damn, hey, let's go.
I would take real damage if she did.
All that set up for you to get out-rizzed by the guy with the marrow. That's crazy.
Gone.
Let's go, W. Yeah.
Well,
I let her pet Meryl. We're chilling.
The Mischievous has gone back to dancing around Kit, who is now lazing about on the die, on the stairs of the stage. She's like, "Oh my goodness, where did you get that Pokemon?" Remember, Meryl is not a common sight in Kanto.
Yeah. I'm alright over from Gala. I caught him.
Galar?
That's where I'm from, mate.
You can see her thoughts erase for a moment, and she's like, "Is that the country where they don't have planes and they still have those bird Pokemon carry them around everywhere and those weird taxi cab things?"
I don't know what you mean by weird, but yeah, mate.
She's like, "Oh, that's so cool. I've always wanted to ride in one of those."
Oh, yeah, it's kind of nice.
No,
Good thing we don't got Tinkatons going around trying to kill them, though. That'd be problematic.
you audibly hear me go. They do what? And they have what that does what? Oh, what the
She's like,
fuck's a
oh, she's like, oh, that's right. They were going to serve Galar cuisine over in the kitchen.
That's right. My boy Jackson's gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. She looks over to Matt.
Other countries, impossible.
Yeah. She looks over to Matt and she says, "Did I get your name? I'm sorry."
Matt. Matt
pleasure.
from TV.
Well, Matt from TV. I look forward to seeing some more of your battles in the future. Can I get your Pokegear number?
Yeah, absolutely.
You hand it over. She copies it down. She says, "All right, Matt from TV and friends from TV.
Mhm.
I'm probably going to stuff my face filled with some Magikarp and chips for the very first time ever. Hopefully they live up to the hype." And she looks over at Jose.
Oh, you know it, mate.
Jose defended fish and chips. This can't be.
Real. What, he likes them. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's the only food he likes.
I'm talking about her out of character. That's so unacceptable.
bro?
But,
That's a proper Galar meal, man. What do you mean?
I'm joking. I actually like fish and chips, but she's like, I hope to see y'all at the dining in the dining area later tonight, or upstairs later. Talk to you later then. And
Yep.
her mischievous completes its attempts at spinning around Kit. If you want, you can roll. I think lore is Pokemon biology we established.
What do you mean?
If you
Yeah,
wanna-
lore is like any myths or rumors about it. History is like hard facts and knowledge.
Okay. Could have swore lore was also the biology because of when you found that trap inch.
It could. I mean, you're the GM.
Yeah.
Up to you.
We'll say lore. Roll lore to see if you know what the mischievous was doing. Anyone can do it.
That'd be
Also,
2 out of 10.
2 out of 2.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, right. You
Okay.
guys have a fucking 10 in mind. God.
Right.
God.
Totally normal character. Don't worry about it.
Wow, he allowed
That's crazy.
smart.
That's the actual reason we will have to change out the dice roll eventually. But realize that is how mischievous try and attract mates. So while you were trying to riz up her Pokemon was trying to riz up yours.
Mhm.
Oh, she's completely out of the room by this point now. Right.
Yes.
Tap me up.
No,
Yeah.
I don't even know if Matt gets what I'm saying.
absolutely.
Tap me up.
Mhm.
Tap me up, bro. What do you mean? You got her number.
Yeah,
And she's like, you're like the only person whose name she actually bothered remembering. Tap me up. You're in there. It worked.
Mhm.
I didn't even bring
Get
bro,
snap after.
I didn't even bring out Gengar. Because I didn't want to detract from y'all's conversation, man.
That's right. And
Yeah,
Jerry was
you know
not about
what,
to talk walking
I'm
man.
so real for that.
All right. So there's no longer anyone else in this room. There's nothing special about the tapestries, though they do look valuable. Actually, who here has spotting?
I think I have a little. Never mind. I have a lot. We'll see.
Let's see. Rolling for spotting again, boys.
It's -3 out of 2.
What the
God.
fuck? Jesus Christ.
My first
Yeah.
negative in
Yeah,
spotting.
I only got a fucking 2, brother. Out of 3. God damn.
So,
Sorry, no, 2 out of 2. Sorry. I forgot my
you notice that on both tapestries, the bottom most Rapidash with a human mounted atop it seems to slightly protrude from the wall.
And she was the only one in the room, so
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
so
Matt.
fuck with it. Hmm.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah.
you see that, right? I point to it.
Who has the highest health among us?
Among Us.
Probably the guy who's he's a trained soldier.
Hmm. Hey Troy, why don't
You
you
would think.
fuck with this painting real quick?
That's
Please.
crazy.
Hey,
Please.
what's that thing that always gets good? What's that thing? I'm audibly saying this. What's that thing that I always said to get like the military moving? Oh, right. Hey, Troy. There's oil behind that
That's
Whoa.
crazier.
that thing over there. You gotta investigate.
We're Japanese. Or he's Japanese.
Troy, there's a whale behind that tapestry.
There's a whale.
No.
Brush the with this crayon.
Fuck.
There's a idol group behind that tapestry.
Oh no.
There's a,
Did Troy fall asleep?
Troy, there's a group behind that painting that doesn't
Did
know
Troy?
the glory of the land of the rising sun. You gotta go educate.
Did Troy fall asleep?
Maybe. All right. Time to
GG's.
go.
Oh boy.
GG's. Rest in peace.
Time to give him a call.
Let me sneeze, goddammit.
Welcome back.
Welcome, boy.
You're alive again, Troy. What happened?
Sorry. Wi-Fi cut out for a bit.
Uh, Basically, we discovered like a bulge behind a painting, and we're asking you to open it or fuck with it.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
There's
So-
two tapestries, and they both have a slight protrusion
Okay.
near the the bottommost rapidash on the painting, on each tapestry. I'm sorry.
Okay. What would I use for open?
You would just pick it up. It's not
Yeah.
heavy.
Okay.
It's not secure. It's only secured to the wall on the top, so you just lift it.
Okay. Yoink.
Behind the which tapestry did you pull up? North or south? They're both very similar looking.
I'll do north.
Okay. Behind the north tapestry is what looks like a small map. The map appears to be a map for a some sort of floor plan. It's not the floor plan for this mansion. You don't really recognize it at all. It's built like blueprints. So it was just kind of not exactly taped. It was secured to the wall by basically being wedged into like a crack in the stones for the wall behind the tapestry.
Hmm.
Because again, this is brickwork painted a slightly salmon color.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
So you now have a map of a strange floor plan. Go ahead and write that down. And you can show it off to the group.
Okay.
It looks to be a floor plan with about, I want to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, like around 10 rooms and a bunch of small hallways connecting them.
Oh. Okay. 10 rooms and small hallway. Hmm.
Yes, there are
This
parts of the
is
map that are worn and faded and edged away, so there might be more rooms on it, but you can't quite tell what it is immediately.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Huh.
Uh,
This is weird. What do you think this could be?
I think
No.
I don't know,
Plateau.
but I feel like it'll be relevant later.
Secret
Put
tunnel.
it somewhere safe for right now.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
Secret
Type shit.
tunnel.
Before you put it away,
Mm-hmm.
I use my poke here and I take a picture of the map.
Hey.
Oh shit.
True. Put it back. Honestly, yeah.
I need that later. Don't know.
Well,
Mhm.
And then we can just put it back.
yeah, we'll put it back.
Yep.
I'll make sure it's back to how it was. Could I use like my tactics to make sure it's like somewhat almost?
I mean, you can just place. You can just place it back into the crack.
Okay, back in the crack. Good.
I'm very impressed that y'all thought to do that. That's very good.
Take a picture. Put it back. Don't want anyone knowing we took it. We took it. We saw it. We didn't see it. Nope. Mm-mm.
Do you want to check what's behind tapestry number 2?
Sure. While we're here.
Yeah.
Right.
We got it.
Behind, as you inspect tapestry number 2, you see the protrusion, the bulging part of the tapestry is slightly wider than the other one.
Wider, you said?
Oh,
It's
wider.
Why is it white?
Wide like the dimension.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Make sure that I'm not standing directly behind Shore.
I will plunk. Anything happens?
You what do you do to it?
I'll take it off.
Okay. You open it.
Okay.
Behind it is what looks like a small package.
Oh. Is this the package?
It is unmarked and wrapped up without tape, just loosely wrapped in white paper.
Is this?
Is this cocaine?
Is this the cocaine
More?
package?
that's crazy.
Bring out.
Are you gonna open it? How are you gonna inspect it?
Let me.
Is it? Question: is it tied together?
It is not. It was simply wedged into a very, very large, not a crack, but a deliberate scoring of the stone wall, like in the part that the cement would be for the bricks, the stones. That
Like a
part of it was just, part of it was scored out and it was placed in there.
Okay.
Is the box secured closed in any way? Is what I mean.
No, it is loosely wrapped in white paper. There are no ties or tapes or anything that you would have to tear to open it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll open it.
It's cocaine.
Oh shit.
Why is there so much goddamn cocaine?
Look. This takes place during the 80s and 90s. Real question is, why wasn't there more cocaine in the anime?
They had guns, so you know what? Why not? He's right.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. There's it's like I want to say 5 pounds of cocaine. There you go.
5 pounds.
Abra, did you do this?
Take Abra right now.
I'll put Kid away and send out my Abra.
Send it to our shop.
What? Send it to where?
We already have a secret 5 pounds of cocaine somewhere.
Oh.
Did you forget?
I forgot about that.
It's that I thought you put that in the middle of the. Okay.
No, Abra has it somewhere.
All right.
You know,
I'm asking Abra if he put it here.
Really?
Matt's gonna be battling Sabrina. Sabrina's gonna mid-battle evolution her Pokemon, and Matt's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Abra held item cocaine," and then
Release a cloud of cocaine. I'm gonna tell him
How
by
did
his
we end
battle.
up in this situation?
Abra, use your special move.
Who's
Overdose.
fog?
Bruh. Crazy.
I didn't know Abra had a weather effect.
right.
Yeah.
Powder snow.
I just was not.
Abra
At least
use powder snow.
That would be worse.
Oh god. Hey, DM, I want to take a look around this room real quick. There's
Sure.
there's like nothing that might be hiding a camera, right?
So let's see.
Look, man, there's just unmonitored cocaine in this room. Now I'm a little concerned.
There is no camera, but again, there is a podium with a mic on it up on the die.
For the party later, trust.
Interesting.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, it was only a pound of cocaine that was teleported away.
exactly. This is
Alright.
5,000.
Should, should
Wait,
I have
wait,
just
so you-
Grimer consume it real quick?
You only teleported away 1 pound of it?
No, this was earlier. This was some other time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you have 1 pound, and add the 5 pounds as a separate thing, so you don't forget.
We're not saying we're taking this. I need a group decision on
Well,
whether
you
we're
don't.
teleporting these
Here, Grimer
What's
probably
the
needs it to
friendship?
become a muck.
Yeah, what's the friendship counter on your Abra?
Let's see here. 53. Not bad. Not bad.
That's not bad, but if you're getting between a junkie and his stuff, it needs to be a little bit higher.
junkie?
I would notice if Abra was using.
Would you though? Your
Yes.
Abra's pretty active and awake. I feel like he might already be a user.
Crazy.
User's nutty.
All right. What are you doing with cocaine?
I'm leaving it to the group. What do y'all want to do?
Look, it's already on our hands. At this
Get out of the
point,
doors.
On your hands, Troy, specifically.
our
Get out of the door.
hands.
Huh? What? That other, no idea what you're talking about.
Haven't you
I'm-
heard of association
What?
by friendship?
What? What? We're friends since when?
You're gonna get fucking life. If that's true.
No.
Yeah.
No, y'all will get life. I will get a slap on the wrist.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll get deported.
Well, I'm
he's
about
right.
to frame you for so many crimes.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You should have seen what the. You should have seen what good old. My teacher did. Anyways, another issue.
Okay.
Some other day. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in it.
I'm just pretending to not see that as long as it disappears from this room in the next is out of sight in the next like 7 seconds.
Okay. Pat says pretending you didn't see it. Troy says get rid of the evidence. Jose, what are you thinking?
If I give it to my Grimer, it could become a muck.
That is true. That could happen.
What? That's how that works? What?
It's a poisonous substance. What do you want?
That's fair.
That's
You
what I'm
want to do that
thinking.
right now, or?
Fuck it. So I send out Grimer.
No.
Alright, Grimer. We have this thing. It could be very dangerous. If you take it, you're going straight back into your Pokeball. Do you want it? It is a hard substance. It's a hard drug.
Yeah.
The timer starts vibrating visibly.
Does that mean yes or no? I'm confused. I don't speak
It
Pokemon.
means he's excited when he hears it's a controlled substance.
Alright, Grimer. Dig in, big boy.
Say no. So I have natural empath.
Yeah,
When
same
you
here.
just start spilling out all over, I'm just like I just hear yes, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yes.
oh god, he's an addict. Oh god, what have you been feeding?
We are. Listen, this is for the benefit of society.
That's right.
We are removing it from potentially harming somebody else.
That's true.
real. Yeah.
So you let the Grimer eat the cocaine?
Yep. He might be
Okay.
acting a little bit silly, but that's why he's going back in his ball.
That's perfectly fine. All right. Here is what's going to happen to Grimer. As
Wait,
the
Nate, can I throw in my
Grimer,
rocket X
yeah.
attack too?
Continue what?
Can I throw my rocket X attacks in too? Before you make
How
any
many?
decisions.
How many of them do you have?
I have 2.
Y'all are just feeding him a cocktail of drugs because you know he's not gonna die from it because he's made out of sludge. Is that what y'all are doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is, yeah.
Oh lord. Okay, so here's what happens: the Grimer vibrates even more. Like he starts flinging little splecks of himself everywhere as he absorbs the illegal X attacks and the cocaine. He doesn't evolve, but his body becomes a darker purple, and he becomes slightly bigger as he gains. Let's see.
Hey, yo, the EV training, let's go.
Yes,
Super
he
trading.
gains 25 special defense EVs.
Hold on, let me. Oh, those already out.
Oh,
Alright. Hold up. I have 25 special defense. Okay.
25 special defense EVs. 25 speed EVs.
Okay.
20
Yeah.
attack EVs.
Let's go.
And 5 defense and HP EVs.
Oh, is the number that number next to it the one I needed for it to evolve?
Yeah.
Thanks, game. Oh,
he's being one.
Didn't
Let's see.
Change the muck.
does it? How many does it need to evolve? It needs all but one or something?
you said 3, I believe.
3. Oh shit. In that case,
That's 2 so far. No, that's yeah, that's 3. It's evolving.
Oh, shit. I did not plan for this.
Hold on. Is that 3? Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
1. It's meeting now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Fuck.
Holy shit.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, the Grimer becomes even darker, and then all of a sudden starts shining white as a horrifying stench, more foul than any rotten egg you've ever seen, fills the room as the white glowing silhouette becomes drippy, and it gets bigger and bigger until it's like 3 times the size of any of you. This is now a huge ass muck.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Jose, put it back in the ball.
No, the muck gets shoved back into the Pokeball. Is that what y'all are doing?
Put it back in the ball.
Yeah, well, that was the plan regardless, but it's
yeah.
making a mess.
You now have a completely on speed, cracked out, literally muck.
Fuck, man. I'm barely through the door into the next room.
Yeah, we gotta leave this
That's
room.
killing
Wait,
me.
so I have the EVs and change the base stats, right?
Your EVs change the base stats, but now that it's a muck, its base stats get changed to Muck's default base stats, and anything that would have been higher than Muck's is taken as a leftover. So if you had like 55 EVs, which put you 5 over what Muck's would need to be to evolve, you keep the 5. You keep the difference. You get what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
the fact that you have the fact that you got the 20 attack and his normal attack would have been 52.5. You just keep the extra 7. You keep the extra 7.5. That puts you at 60.
Yeah. It's okay if you don't know how to do it right now. It's going to take a little bit of math, but you are in the clear.
Or
Also, let's see. Muck move shift. Muck. Aha. Found it. When does Muck level up normally? Muck normally levels up at 38. Alright. Let me look at your mon. Your Muck already knows acid spray, disable, mud shot, and poison jab.
Yep.
And minimize. And acid armor. Or were you training for acid armor?
No, I already had acid armor.
Okay. Your Muck now knows Sludge Wave and Toxic.
Oh no. Alright.
When we're leaving the room, I'll put out coffee to make a buffer between us and the smell because they like bad smells.
That's
Got
right.
it.
He starts deliberately breathing in as much of the room as possible.
Correct. You got it. Oh, thank God. Fresh oxygen. Fuck.
Reminds me of Pete.
Y'all have exited. What's up, Troy?
Almost gassed ourselves.
We have solved your cocaine puzzle, Dungeon Master.
That's right. You solved the cocaine puzzle that I had 3 NPCs already fleshed out for.
Now you can just have them look for the cocaine and be like, "Where the fuck is my cocaine?"
That's right. Now I have 3 additional people hunting down the party.
Why would they assume it's us?
They don't know it's us yet. But yeah, once they figure out where their cocaine went, they're gonna be like, "Fuck's my cocaine, man? Where are my
So
drugs?"
y'all just rushed out into the next room, right?
Correct.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Y'all rush out into a hallway that is quite dark. You can tell from this end that the walls are featureless except for a torch sconce, which is directly next to y'all's right. Because of the fact that you're entering from a room that is lit, you can see that there's a door directly to your right. Normally, all doors in this corridor, you can see that the door y'all just came from has a metal bar mechanism, kind of like an old school wooden bar door lock, but like a metal beam. So if you were on this side in the corridor, you could bar someone from entering from the room y'all were just in.
Okay.
Yeah. It is pitch black. All you can see is the door to your right. The corridor does extend to the left. But y'all have no idea where and how that would go or how deep it would go in.
After a minute of like catching fresh air into my lungs, I'll call Coffee back. If the smell's mostly been dissipated by his increased exhalation of that
Increased
gas.
inhalation. Yeah. The room has mostly been dispensed of any smell of a muck, but it does smell slightly like a coughing now, just a little bit.
That's so much better
Yeah.
than the fucking mud tonic. I'm gonna be real. He did his job. Good job, Coffee. Good boy. Fuck.
The most interesting game is the Pokemon with secondary effects.
Pat,
Great job. What's up?
gains 4 special defense EVs.
Yo, you even got something out of it. That's fucking gas.
There you go.
You even got something out of it. This is the best.
Smiles as you place him back into his Pokeball.
Ah, my boy. Oh, that's so much better.
All right.
Well,
What do y'all want to do?
I have another Pokemon I can use for the electric type gym. Let's go.
So we learned
Yeah.
if we ever encounter a room full of people who need to who are on our ass, and we just throw a monkey.
Send up muck. That's crazy.
We throw the monkey
Yeah.
and close the door.
Yeah.
They'll pass out eventually from the unfresh air.
Possibly even bar the door.
You want to know what you could really do?
You know what's up?
If you're ever trying to break into a place, you could just open a window and have coughing or muck just breathe into the room.
Correct. People will evacuate.
Yeah.
They'll be like, there has to be some sort of chemical spill. What is this?
At this point, you just close the door and hold it together. You might
Hold
hear
door.
knocking on the door.
But that will stop eventually.
Yes. Yes.
God, okay, that got way darker than I wanted it to, guys. We can stop that conversation now. Goodness.
What do you mean?
Ew.
I'm just trying to create some ghost times.
Yeah.
What? That's oh. This conversation got really dark. I don't like this hallway.
You're right.
I think I'm gonna
Mother
start.
what?
I think I'm gonna start walking away from these people. I think this
Mhm.
conversation got a little darker than I wanted it to. Well, very suddenly.
You got a little darker. I like the hallway.
And they'd all use ghost powers for a will-o-wisp.
Oh my god.
God.
I desire light.
Well. Alright, you create a little light. Are y'all going to the left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to the right to the clearly visible door?
Nope.
Nah.
Okay.
Let's go down the very dark hallway.
Nah, you're
This party.
you're a boomer. There are secrets this way.
This is true. You head to the left, and Matt, what's your balance looking like, my guy? What's your athletics? What's that body stat look like?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad? Not
Yeah.
good? Not great?
No. Mm-mm.
It's not golden?
Mm-mm.
Ugh.
Well,
God, he has one of that. Jesus Christ.
I've got,
I've got-
5 and knife.
he knows how to shank. You know, you sound like the person from Galar out of this group, to be honest.
I also have like a bunch of knife, which would be.
well,
I also have like 4 or 5 knife.
Matt, I am sad to say that your lack of tumbling will now come to bite you. Because you don't realize there's a step directly in front of you because your ghost light isn't strong enough to reveal the floor. And you fall down a bunch of stairs.
I might roll a 1. Yeah.
You can survive, right?
You let me try?
I mean, yeah, you can roll a 1. Let's see.
Let's see. 3.
Well,
pretty close.
Yeah, look at that.
Not quite.
Not that great. Not that good.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Can I use lightning reflexes to try and catch him so he doesn't die?
You.
I have lightning
I
reflex.
assume it's the
Or,
roll.
or rather, he could just try and right himself up since he has lightning reflexes.
This is true, actually. Yeah, you can.
Let's just try to dap each other up again.
Yeah. Is that what y'all are doing? You're both using lightning reflexes?
I assume he uses it and I immediately fall so I can pull him back from.
I think I'm mid fall as I reach my arm out.
There you go.
I just
Alright.
so it
Can
doesn't
we do
eat
the
shit.
Looney Tunes thing where Matt sees like he's running what's it called?
Over a cliff.
Over a cliff.
Mhm.
He's still running. We see him. We're there. And I was like, oh.
What is
Yeah.
there?
That is exactly what happens. Matt, you lucky bastard.
Alright, so there are stairs. Let's be real careful. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. let's not rely on this. We have technology. I believe there's probably a flashlight function on the Poke Gear because there's a camera on the damn thing.
You have to keep taking flash photos.
Oh my god.
What are we? Oh, we're playing Fatal Frame now. Shit. Shit. Fuck. We're gonna die.
Unfortunately, all of your Pokegear models are pretty old except for Jose's.
Damn.
Why don't you
Was it
So
gonna
Jose has to lead the group. He's the only one with a flashlight.
Oh God.
That's crazy.
I kept asking.
Yeah, I guess I'm.
I was like, why doesn't he use your the Blaziken? I was like, oh, that's the restricted
Because we'll die.
one.
Or Matt will die.
No, the Blaziken doesn't have dark vision. It'll just know it's in a room, a dark one.
It'll just hyper beam, and that'll light up the room.
Does it know hyper beam?
It does.
Jesus.
Yeah, that thing is statted. Matt has a lot of Pokemon that are like kind of statted out that just want to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes. Yes, another Blaziken real quick. That will work.
And what?
That will help us trust set him out.
That's right.
Oh.
It will not endanger the party. Okay, so you see stairs. Unlike the floor here, which is largely stone, these stairs are wood that seems to be in very good shape. Again, there's like 20 of them about, and they go down at a pretty steep angle.
Right.
What the fuck is going on with this mansion?
Yeah. What the hell?
It's built inside the walls. This is a modern-esque mansion built inside of the walls of a castle. Like it has fortress walls around it.
Mm-hmm.
We're sure we wouldn't go down this way.
We could just go back to the party.
Good.
Y'all could finally go upstairs to the party.
Correct.
But
Don't
once y'all find some stairs. Or you could just ask the guard to take y'all to the nearest stairway and lead y'all up. You would look a little bit silly, but you could do that.
Correct. I'm gonna be real, dog. Like, I don't want to wander around in this Pokemon's mansion. I don't know the guy. For all we know,
fuck this. I almost hate
this is the way
shit.
it was.
Let's go to the party.
This is the way it is. Weird sex stuff, man. I want to see that.
I kind of wanna find Doctor Oak. You know, I'm gonna bring out my my Growlithe and says, let's find a
could.
doctor.
Of course, the cop wants to investigate. Fuck. Wait, please.
Let's split up, gang.
Walk away.
What up, gang? No,
I'm
not
gonna go
Scooby-Doo.
head on more X Maniacs. You get the dark cave.
Wait, are y'all actually splitting the party right now?
No.
Oh, we're dragging Troy away from this because, God, why?
But it would
Why
be
would you go
funny.
do this creepy underdark ass shit by yourself? Be
All
horrible.
right, so y'all leave the corridor and go back into the room that has the die, and connects into the dining room. Okay, so I'll just go back into the dining room. What are y'all doing?
We're back in the dining room where we talked to Clear.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. I'm just gonna start looking for the nearest staircase. I'm just gonna start wandering around.
You quickly enter the kitchen. This kitchen is very, very large. It has a lot of people working in it. The only reason you couldn't hear sound is because the door is very insulated. As you enter the room, there's a pretty large gust of noise. There's actually a bunch of Pokemon working in here alongside some human cooks. One of them is a Hitmonlee, and he, once again, another Hitmonlee working in the cooking industry.
Yeah, I don't know how
Times
that
are
works.
hard. Times are hard. He points at you, and then points back at the doorway as if instructing you to leave.
My fault. My fault. And I back out slowly.
Behind him, oh, you can roll spot, Patrick, if you'd like.
Sure. I'll try it. I don't see shit. I got an 8. I don't see a damn
Yeah.
thing. Got it.
He ain't found shit.
You're right.
You got it.
You see a. Oh, who got it?
No. I'm saying he got it.
Okay.
He's right. I'm in the wrong place. I
All
immediately
right.
turn back towards the group and go, not that way, guys.
So y'all can go back up to the entrance room and talk to the security guard, or y'all can leave out the back and talk to some trainers who are probably hanging at the back of the mansion.
You know what? Back to the mansion sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
We'll eventually find that
Okay.
stairway.
All right. So y'all exit through the same door that Flint did. As y'all do, y'all are hit by the cool breeze as you walk into a very, very healthy looking. I don't want to say garden. It's as if the quote unquote backyard of this mansion. It's about like I want to say 20 feet between y'all and what is some sort of like again a straight up castle wall. You look around to y'all's left is a dirt path that seems to lead into the castle into another door and to one of the towers at the corner of the castle wall. And to y'all's right, there seems to be mostly open space, a bunch of people hanging out with their Pokemon. These seem to be like groups of people who know each other, with the exception of a very familiar face, who is sitting on what looks like a petrified tree stump of some type, in the middle of a bunch of small berry bushes that his Sandshrew seems to be going through. He has a familiar red and black zigzag shirt and strange green hair. It is AJ.
AJ sitting alone? How could this be?
What are you trying to say about my autistic king?
I'm.
Oh my gosh.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like there's no way people aren't talking to the funny bondage man.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That's crazy.
Oh my lord. His Sandshrew is also there. They are going through the bushes. You see a lot of people are, because again, this is not a proper garden. It just seems like someone planted mostly native plants and allowed them to grow wild. It's pretty treed up. There's quite a few small trees here and there. And it looks like AJ Sandshrew is collecting some pekka berries. As y'all exit, he looks up and he locks eyes with you.
Oh my god. Yo, AJ.
Well, Matt, how are y'all doing?
We're doing just fine. Just been meeting people around the party. What about yourself?
He's like, doing good. I actually talked to a gym leader not too long ago. Me and Brock were hanging out with Blaine.
Oh.
Isn't
Boy,
he a fire type?
who's boy? Never not heard of that guy before. I wonder who that is.
He is. He's also a very well respected Pokemon researcher. Him and Mr. Pokemon are going to be having a sort of contest tonight where they're both going to be judging the quality of different people's Pokemon. It's sort of an impromptu thing, so you don't need like a ticket or anything to enter. But Blaine complimented my Sandshrew. He said it's extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Well, I have a brand new Pokemon. Pokemon just evolved. Let's see if they want to take a look at it.
Huh? What did he say?
Huh?
Did he just threaten to gas this area?
Agent's like, you have a Pokemon that just evolved?
Be objective.
Yeah, a couple minutes ago, actually. It's pretty crazy stuff.
I bring Coffee back out and throw my and then throw my shirt over my nose. Nope.
That's crazy.
I don't think Jose was actually pulling out the muck, bro.
Not yet, but
Yet.
for the contest, I will.
AJ says
thread.
if you think your evolution's unique, you should definitely show it off to Blaine. But Mr. Pokemon will love to look at it anyway. If it evolved this very day, oh, he'll be ecstatic. He'll be all over your Pokemon.
Yeah, I just found some garbage on the floor, and it's kind of changed.
Did it.
Nutty.
AJ just kind of like nods. You get the sense he feels the same way about y'all a little bit that y'all do about him. Y'all are a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real.
We don't stay together.
Yeah, we get along. It's fine.
Lord.
Better flock together. I don't know, something like that. Sorry. Pidgeys.
Yeah, something like that.
Birds of a Pidgey flock together. I don't know.
He looks y'all over and says, "Are y'all gonna do another a double battle against Surge while y'all are in Vermilion?"
No, I think
Might.
we're playing on mostly singles for this go around.
Yeah, that was just because Misty was being kind of a bitch about it, honestly.
Jeez. I don't know if I go
she
that
was
far.
talking a lot of shit.
She talked a lot of shit and then got cooked. My Pokemon didn't even take any damage.
I'm about to say, she was being a little cocky, but
She said she was going to make quick work of us. So she wanted to do a 2v2.
that did happen.
Yeah.
That did happen.
And now it's now it's forever immortalized on camera.
And man, look, she's a gym leader. The right to be a little cocky, I guess.
I think
That's true.
I think it's an experience. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you finish? Was that a finish? Was that a complete sentence? Because if it was, I didn't hear it.
Sorry, yeah. I would have said I think she's just cocky or inexperienced. But really I think it's a learning experience. That's what the teacher said, You fuck up, that's your choice. Now learn with it. Deal with it.
Y'all are not going to be happy with the outcome of the Misty rematch. I can tell you this now.
Yeah, brother. No.
That's going to get back to her.
That's why I'm not being like super cocky about it now. I'm like, she's probably has a reason to be like, so at least sort
I
of.
don't have Brelin with me, so I'm cooked.
Yep.
The gym leaders all have 8 badge teams. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah.
Gyarados? Oh, that shit's massive.
It's a cinematic battle.
It takes 50 bajillion turns, you fools. God damn. Okay.
Scene.
AJ asked what y'all are doing out in the back. He's like, hey, y'all didn't seem like the type to enjoy the Mr. Pokemon's garden. What are y'all doing out here? Did y'all eat?
For stairs, I'm pretty sure.
You actually admit that in person, in character?
Yeah, I'll say that. Oh, you think I have shame?
He does not.
That's a fair point.
Look at my
AJ
cursed pathetic body.
Yeah. AJ arches an eyebrow. He's like, y'all just need to check that door directly to y'all's left. And he punched the door that had the wooden the dirt path that was connecting the mansion to one of the towers of the castle wall.
Get it, but like also like this place does seem really interesting. It's like a miniature jungle. It's just a bunch of wild plants, just all coexisting. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Right. He's like, wait, actually, those are the stairs that go downstairs. My bad. He's like, yeah, the backyard is pretty cool.
Confusing mansion.
My bad. That was a DM flub. I had to pretend AJ's stupid now.
Yep.
Hey,
That, what do you
Turn down his judginess a notch.
Take down his what a notch?
Judginess.
Gudginess? What the hell is that?
Considering us weirdos and considering me
Oh, yeah.
stupid for not knowing where stairs are. Being judgy.
He is slightly judgy. This is true.
I'm just joking too.
No, I got you.
Hmm.
He says, if y'all go back around to the front, there is an old doorway. You can tell where it is. It used to be a portcullis a long, long time ago, back when this was an actual castle still. Because Mr. Pokemon just kind of tore the insides of a castle out and built his mansion on the inside of it. But, again, if you're facing the front of the mansion, it's to the left of the door y'all likely came in through, where the security guard is. You go to the left instead of going in through that door with the door knocker. You go in there, there should be some stairs heading up for y'all. You'll be able to tell where they are because they're very, very fancy, and there's probably a bunch of people hanging out there. Last I checked, I saw Misty over there, actually.
Ready for that rematch, boys? Ready to run it back?
Nope, I don't have my grass type with me. Nope, not me.
I mean, I can. I got a Joltec.
Oh, I could have my.
Nah, I'm not running that shit back. I won fair and square, dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
Imagine
Jay.
she takes the badge
Yeah.
back.
I'm
What,
cool.
what's that Chief Keef thing? Nah, you're just gonna have to hold the L, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, we're not running back the match. You play Ness. But
It's crazy.
AJ stands up and offers to take y'all there. He's like, I'm about bored. I've got enough Pekka berries to last me a lifetime. But yeah, I'll just take y'all on over.
Sure. No.
And with that, you're what?
I'd say he's a nice guy. Call him a nice guy.
He smiles warmly. And with
It
that,
wouldn't hurt.
because I have to get up for work tomorrow, the session ends.
Nope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, well, I still got you. Are we
Yeah.
playing that part tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no. Next Friday, yes. Tomorrow, I will be writing up stuff for Vampire. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just making sure because I was gonna say